Hey everyone. GrampyRick again. I'm back here at my base, obviously, um, with the next video in this little tour of my single player world. In this video, I wanted to show you just a couple of more items. I may finish up some of the primary things that I've built here, including that up there, which is a Tango Tech design. I told you the theme you were going to see, how basically everything I'm showing you is a ripoff of somebody else's work. So, just wanted to acknowledge that. But I had fun building it, and so I want to show it. I want to put it on a video anyway. I know showing it is a different story. Probably the only one that'll watch it is my grandson again. But anyway, hi Aiden. Let's do a couple of things. I want to maybe we can finish all this up in one quick episode. I want to show you the slime farm. So let's go down there and look at it real quick. And then I want to show you so I tunneled my way down here. I want to show you my skeleton farm. I forgot about that. It was one of the first things I built around here. And then I want to show you that little house on the hill. So here it is. This is the observation deck I built. There's some of the chests I was using when I was building it. I may have left some valuable stuff in there. I don't know. I haven't even looked at those in a long time. Let's take a look. It doesn't look like anything too valuable in here, does it? Yeah. Okay. Well, good. So anyway, up here is kind of an observation deck. You can just sort of stand up here and watch slimes. I don't know if anything's wrong. It still works, and I get plenty of slime balls, more than I'll ever use, but it seems like it's slowed down considerably. When I first finished it, it was just cranking out the slimes. Now, I don't know. Maybe they just don't spawn well, I know they won't spawn if I'm like 24 blocks, unless I'm at least 24 away, but I think it's definitely they're able to spawn up above when I'm down here. But anyway, here it is. I got this off of a tutorial, and I really apologize, but I can't remember who did it, and I didn't bookmark it or anything, and I couldn't find this same one again when I went to look for it. So I'm sorry about that. It's a pretty generic design. No, it's just a basic fall off a platform and land in a water flow that funnels them into a cactus and kills them, and then obviously hoppers that channel all the material over to a central location. Used a lot of slime blocks here because I was generating a ton of slimes. Like I said, it doesn't seem to be cranking them out like it used to, but it's still doing it. Anyway, this underneath these slabs are the hopper chain, and it's going into this item elevator that goes up into the chest we were looking at. Now this design, I'm a little concerned about. It seems to stop working once in a while. It gets one item stuck, and then all of a sudden it'll clog up, and I'll have to come down here and remove stuff from it. But actually, let's go this way because we can get to the skeleton farm up here. This is actually it's interesting where I used one of those external programs to find this closest slime chunk to my base, and then used that. But this is a tunnel that I actually built to kill my first wither, and then it just turned out that it was right here where I wanted to build that item elevator. But you can see all the obsidian I was trying to use. I'd been to the end, killed the dragon, and I harvested tons of those obsidian pillars from the inside. So I left the shell so you can't tell, but inside I just harvested. I spent so much time harvesting obsidian that I'll never use. But anyway, this also breaks into my mind, you can see. But up here, unless I get completely lost, I think we can find our way over to where my witch farm is. Let's see if we can get there. I probably should have just gone the other direction. But here we are anyway. We're close. That's a contraption I'll talk about later. But over here is where I built the witch farm. It's not the coolest design, but it's just a witch farm. I'm sorry, not a witch farm. A skeleton farm. It's a skeleton dungeon. It's a pretty generic design. So you can see, here's the dungeon. I've created lighting and turn it on and off. I tried to build all that to shield the light. I don't know why I was so worried about it. But I was having trouble getting zero light in all of the spawning locations. So you turn off the lights there, and then you can just see it's a pretty generic thing where I carry them up an elevator and then drop them. So you know it's not the fastest thing in the world, but if for XP it's pretty slow. But if you're looking for bones, which is kind of what I'm using it for now mostly, because I have a really cool automated wheat farm that I'll show you in a minute that I use to keep me stocked in wheat so that I can make my cow cooker work. It works great for that. I can just AFK here and fill this thing up with skeletons, and then you know, drop a health potion on them and get all the bones, and then switch to the looting sword trick, and see if I have any potion here. Yeah, I got a bunch of it stored. So you know, when I get a whole bunch of skeletons loaded in there, I do this trick here where you'd throw a health potion. Health is what kills skeletons because they're undead creatures or whatever. But I'd throw the potion and then immediately switch to the looting sword, and that, you know, puts the looting in effect as long as you're holding it, and you can get a lot of loot. So anyway, that's the skeleton farm and the slime farm. I was gonna, oops, that's pretty lame. Come on, what is going on here? Okay, here's where you get up to the area, so it's really close. Excuse me, it's really close to my base, and back in that area is where I've got my cow farm, my wheat farm, and all that. So it's really convenient for that. But here it is back at the base. I was going to go show you that house on the hill, but I think I'll reserve that for next video because I think this one's getting too long. So we'll end that here. We'll end this one here, and I'll see you next video. Thanks everyone for watching.